Hello, Soul Family. Thank you for joining us and welcome to 2024. This is our first new moon, and I thought it will be an awesome occasion to start the whole year with the meditation, which will encompass transmuting and maybe letting go some old energies that were representative of maybe the energies of the last year, or maybe your entire year, your entire life so far, letting that go, transmuting it, healing it, and then stepping forward into a new reality, and by which basically you will visualize and feel and make the idea of what the ideal you would be like, and to anchor that reality in, basically into your current reality. That would be the main topic and intention for today. Of course, during meditation, it will probably shift and turn a bit because it always does that. But in general, this is our idea for today. And we will start maybe in about 20 or 30 minutes. So up until then, please do share, like, where are you from? Like, where are you tuning in from? What was your last year like? What are your intentions for the current Gregorian year? And or in general, like whatever you wish to ask, basically. Like I know, like I mean, depending on like who you ask or what kind of tradition you look at, like everyone interprets the new year a bit differently. But since we live in the Western society and all, we will go about the Gregorian calendar, even though it doesn't really make sense to have the new year at the middle of winter because everything is sleeping, everything is resting, and actually having a new year would make a lot more sense on the spring equinox. No, yes, on the spring solstice. Oh my God, I always switch them up. And I think like it's the spring equinox, right? Yeah, when basically the day and night cycle tips over and you will have more daylight than nighttime, basically. Like that's also when nature starts anew again. That's when everything starts to grow. That's when the birds come back and interesting stuff like that. That's where life starts to grow and to thrive again. But for some reason in our culture, we think that we bring, yeah, like we should start many new things and like big things at the beginning of the calendaristic year, which is in the middle of winter, where everything is sleeping, and that would be the natural cycle for us as well, although not like bears. But we should be like taking it a bit more easy and like reflecting, regenerating, resting more, taking care of ourselves, and like maybe reflecting on last year or like all the things that we have done or went through, and maybe make plans for where the new growing season starts, and like what do we want to do, like what do you want to achieve, who do you want to become. And like when nature starts to be more activated, we also receive a lot more energy as well, and that's a great time to start new things, of course. But you can I think it's called like sowing the seeds. Like we can sow some interesting seeds right now as well. Because always the best time to start something new is right now. So yeah, don't wait for tomorrow. Okay, so let's see who is from where. So Kuldeep is from Canada. Hello, Kuldeep. And also Jacaranda Marie, Donna, Manstein, thank you for joining. It is awesome to see you guys after, I think I was off for 2 weeks or so. Yeah, like our last broadcast was on the winter solstice. We did our closing of the year meditation. Yes, Happy New Year, beautiful souls. We are here at this time. Let's do this. Yes. We have come for this. And oh yeah, we also have Vedetta. Thank you for being here. Hope you and your family had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. Thank you very much. Yeah, we had a very cool holidays, basically. Yeah, we haven't rested much, but at least it was nice. Yes, and we have Jacaranda Marie as well. She is in Oregon for a couple of weeks now, looking forward for more expansion, self-care for us all in 2024. Yes. We have to do a lot of that too, like a lot of maintenance while all the crazy stuff happen in the world, or all the things are changing. We also have Miss Phoenix, awesome name, tuning in from the Netherlands. Yes, Keys Meta, I thought that the theme of last year for me was surrender. I was just heard from guidance that leaning into trust is very important in surrender. What are your thoughts on trust and surrender? Yeah, like that's a pretty big, yeah, like it's a pretty good statement basically. Yeah, like in order to properly surrender, you have to trust the process basically. Because if you don't trust the whole process of your life and like how things unfold naturally, then surrendering isn't really surrendering because you're anxious on the side, like subconscious, you're afraid of, in a sense, like letting go of control to a certain extent and just letting things unfold as they have to. So yeah, like trusting the process is super huge. And I think like that's something that all of us are learning in this lifetime, since we've been brought up with so much distorted information that was like purposefully there to like disconnect us from source, to disconnect us from our guidance and inner core basically. And in that state, it is super difficult to trust. I mean, there are people who blindly trust, so that's a different topic. But basically, to have a trust in the process, to have a trust in your higher self and your life, basically. Like we were taught to like disregard that and to be like detached from that as possible. So that's what we're learning again right now, that to recognize first off that there is a process to our lives. Like we have planned this out from the very beginning, and like as things are unfolding, like as we move along in our timeline, then like new and other different types of things come into our reality to further activate us, to further assist us, to further bring us everything that we need in order to fulfill our life's purpose, basically. Of course, like this life purpose is like not a super strict, narrow pathway forward. It is, you could call it like a theme, maybe. Like you have came here to assist in a specific way, but like how you go about that is completely up to you. It's up to your free will, basically, on how you want to tackle that problem or how you want to manifest that. It is up to your creativity and resourcefulness to bring that into being. But yeah, but also, at least this is my opinion, so this is just my perspective regarding the whole path in life. Like we calculated or like created for ourselves like an optimal pathway, which would be advised to follow in our lifetime. And the best way to know that is like, what are you most attracted to? Like, what excites you? What do you enjoy doing? And like, this is how our higher self or soul lets us know that, hey, like, this is something that you should gravitate towards because like this is for you, or like, this is your purpose in life. And whenever we like stray away from that path, then we become more desynchronized because we're no longer connected to our core self, or we let a lot of distortion into ourselves, which disconnects us from our core, basically. And whenever you're disconnected or like out of balance, then that's when the unpleasant stuff happens in life. Like that's when certain events or people can come into our lives that are representative of our misaligned and like unbalanced self, and they've served multiple purposes, but the best way to use those unpleasant experiences or relationships is to basically steer yourself back to your core center. They're there to show you that, hey, like you are out of alignment, and like this is what you get from life for not being in your core, by not being true to who you are, basically. Okay, so we went into many things. I think, yeah, I have to scroll back. Oh, it's so awesome to see so many of you writing in things. It is difficult to keep up. But yeah, like if you want to share something or ask, and I have not addressed that, then please do copy paste it back into the chat again. Maybe it slipped my attention, so please copy paste it back so I can see it. Okay, and we have Jenny with us. Hello, Jenny. It is awesome to see you. Happy New Year. She's from Bellingham. Okay, and Donna is in Colorado, and it's 15 Fahrenheit. I have no clue how much it is in Celsius, but we are well below freezing point here. We're starting to have real winter in the middle of January, basically, for the first time. Okay, yes, pure water. Hello, beautiful soul from Long Island. Yes, welcome. And I'm also sending everyone much love from Transylvania. Okay, the energy today is amazing. Just came in from sun gazing. I feel like I am vibrating love. Yes, I also try to interact as much as possible with the sun in these dark times of winter, since we have so little sunlight, and getting as much of it is very crucial. Okay, we also have, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I think it's something in Latin. Hello, beautiful souls. Spending love. Yo, sending love from Romania. Awesome. Yes, I'm also in Romania. 2023 was a hard but powerful year. Lots of lessons, but also healing. My word for 2024 is balance. Yes, that's awesome. Yes, and I haven't shared that in the past few years. There are like different types of way you can like journal and like set intentions for the coming year, and also like journal about the last year. I think it's called, I don't have it here, it's called like the yearly compass. Like you can search that online, and they like give you a free PDF which you can like fill out with different points of like what were the things that you feel that were successful in 2023, like how did you feel about certain things in 2023, or there are like different types of fields that you can fill out so you can like reflect on your past year. And also it has this very similar goals and intentions for 2024, but just in a nutshell, like you can set an intent for the coming year by just maybe just with one word or like one thought. And yeah, like just as let's see if I can pronounce it in Romanian. Despre maci și alte ri, I think that's your name, that's the name. But yeah, like you can choose a word or a theme for 2024, and yours was balance. Yes, for my chosen theme and word for 2023 was peace and inner balance. Yes, and the next stage in that for 2024 is unconditional love. So since I managed to anchor more and master more of my internal balance, and managed to embody more peace and also share it with others, when I sat down to write this journaling thingy, the first word that came into mind was unconditional love. Like that will be my lesson for this year. Yeah, like it's a pretty big word, and I'm not sure how easy it is to master it, but we're getting there sometime. That's a very high vibrational place to be, basically. Like depending on like where you are in your journey or in general in your life, like achieving the state of unconditional love can happen more often than not, like depending where you are. But it is like a difficult state to be in constantly, and I'm not sure like how possible it is to hold that vibration constantly in this reality. But our goal is to be more in that state rather than a segregated or disruptive state. And also like this whole understand this whole concept of unconditional love, like I think like everyone has a different perspective on it, depending if you were able to like experience it, or it's just like an idea, or like yeah, just an idea or a word or a concept which you haven't really grasped or experienced. then it's a bit more difficult to work with it. But I think like if you work on yourself and you progress on your spiritual journey and concentrating on being your authentic self, like as much as you can, then you will start to experience unconditional love more and more. And first off, like the first key feature that you have to do is first key step, I'm sorry, that you have to do is the first stuff, feel unconditional love towards yourself. To unconditionally accept and appreciate who you are. Because if you don't have that energy in yourself, then you will not be able to love, appreciate, or honor anyone unconditionally because you don't know, you don't hold that energy in yourself. So in that state, if you're unable to hold it, then it's just like a fancy word or concept that you're unable to do. You are not really able to do anything with it, basically. But as you progress on your journey, you'll be able to experience it. And after you have experienced it, then you will truly start to understand deeper and deeper what unconditional love really means. But yeah, my guides were really helpful in assisting me in understanding that concept, basically. And in general, I'm not sure if I can like mix it with I'm not sure what it's called in Buddhism, that whole concept. For example, the whole point in like following the Buddhist path is to like reaching a state in which you're able to see and experience life for what it is, like unclouded by any misconceptions, labels, or fear or hatred, just simply experiencing and seeing everything in existence for what it is. And also, when you're able to reach that state, you're also starting to like tap into unconditional love, because you see everyone and everything for what they are. Like they are just the exact same way, like a different fractal of God, or like a different expression of self, just as you are. And we are all together co-creating this reality. We're just simply playing different parts in this whole game or experiment, which is called Planet Earth, basically. Yes, Anita is from South Africa. Welcome, sending you much love. I hope you're not cold there right now. Yes, Vedette, my intention is to use my light body as often as I can each day. Stay in higher vibrations as much as possible, yes. Like that's our purpose in being here. I'm not sure how often I said it, but in my not so humble opinion, like we have come into this lifetime to like find a way of like how to merge the spiritual and higher vibrational path with our day-to-day lives, because so far in history, the two were pretty much separate. So if you wanted to live a spiritual life or devote yourself to God, or however you wanted to call it, then basically you isolated yourself from the rest of society. You lived a very different lifestyle than everyone else did, basically. And everyone else lived their mundane 3D life, doing whatever they needed to do to day by day to survive, to do whatever they needed to do. But yeah, like in that state, it was very difficult to live a spiritually focused life. And also today, it's not that easy, because also today we have a lot of distractions and also survival to a certain extent, although it is expressed in a different way than maybe hundreds or thousands of years ago. But still the same distractions exist. But now our generation has come into anchor that high vibrational way of being, because we have already experienced that, we have already been through that, we have already mastered that in other lifetimes, and now we bring it in, and our task is to find some way to make it work in our day-to-day lives as well, to find a way to share it with others, to like make it more accessible to everyone, so that not just people who have devoted their entire lives to living a pure and spiritual life can reap the benefits of their higher vibrational self, but also to make it accessible for everyone, basically. So everyone can live a balanced and healthy life, basically. But that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be these, I don't know, like become gurus or meditate every day, although they can do that if they choose to. But simply living from a heart-centered way of being. That's the whole point in what we're experiencing right now. To learn from to learn to function and live from the perspective of our heart, basically, and to unleash our full potential, which resides in our heart center, basically. Yeah. Okay, so cool deep. Trust been coming up for me too. Okay. And Miss Phoenix, yes, trust the process. Let go of expectations. Yup. That's also something that I guess all of us are learning. Letting go of our expectations. Thank you for all the wonderful expansion of energy throughout the planet and beyond. Surrender we must. Well, we don't have to surrender. It's not a necessity, but like reaching an understanding so we can reap the benefits of it in a more balanced way. Okay. Yes, and I think we could start meditation soon. Yes. Oh yeah. Despre Maci și alte balării, Mona is my name. Okay, I'm not sure if I will remember that, Mona, but thank you for sharing your name. The name is the name of my poetry blog. Oh, okay. Congratulations for indulging in poetry. Oh yeah, like also the other interesting thing about so-called spiritual people or healers or energy sensitives is that I think like most of us have this tendency to express our creativity through art, music, poetry, I don't know, like writing books, whatever you name it, but there is this need to express our creativity. So even if you don't consider yourself an artist or however you want to phrase it, but just simply, I highly recommend like trying to spend some time indulging in your creativity, like doing something with your hands, like creating something, maybe drawing something. Now we have coloring books for adults too, so you could try that out. It helps you relieve some stress and let out some steam. Like try to do something creative to like let out all the things that have been like circulating inside of you. Okay, Chakranda Marie, 2024 personal intention is the process as a healer with light language and guided writing to be in service to all. Yes, so talk about that later. Okay. And I think we could start the meditation. It's almost, yes, okay. So thank you for joining and like making it through the chatty part. So let's everyone take a comfortable seated position. You can lay down on your back for this one, I think. That's kind of what I'm getting. Because like the first part of it will be a part of releasing, healing, basically bringing up everything that was holding you back so far, even if it was something super subtle and something that was like lurking in your unconscious mind. Now will be a great time to bring it up and like set the intent to leave it behind, to release it, to let it go, so you can like stay behind with 2023 and with the blessing and energies of the new moon, like setting a new intention of who you want to be, how do you want to express yourself in this lifetime, who do you want to become, what kind of life do you want to create for yourself, for your loved ones, and basically just in general, like how do you see your future? May that be 2024 or maybe moving forward even more. It is all up to you. But basically, yeah, like I will use the assistance of my guides and they will lead the meditation. But first up, we will start with some deep breathing, letting go of all the tension and busyness from our minds and body, and then we will go into the cleansing process. So take a comfortable position. We'll also have a sip of water. Okay. We will just start with having our back straight, like that will be super important. Even if you're lying down, like you can I'm not sure how to explain that, like bring your feet a bit towards you, so the curvature of your pelvis like tilts, and you have your spine completely flat or straightened. Like that can be also helpful. But if it's a difficult position for you to hold in for a prolonged period of time, then you can just go with laying on your back. But the whole purpose of doing this is to like try to align your energy centers as much as possible. Like it's not mandatory, but it is definitely something that is assisting the flow of energy within your body. So the more aligned, the more clear you are, the easier these types of energetic works or healing, channeling, whatever you want to name it, or to do, like the more aligned and more clear you are physically and mentally, the easier it is. Because if you have a lot of distortion in your body, like if you're misaligned, like may that be the posture of your body or just simply having some type of condition in your body that brings about misalignment, then the more difficult this becomes, basically. That is why it's so important to take care of ourselves, basically. Now mute myself for this. Okay, damn the cold weather. So take a comfortable seated position, and we will start with taking a deep breath through our nose. And letting it out through the mouth. Breathe in through your nose and letting it out through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your lungs expand your belly. Then press out the air. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Expand your lungs and use your belly to breathe in as deeply as possible. Relax your belly. Release all the air. You can also use your belly to press it in, to press out the air. Although it is not recommended to press it to the extent of being a forced situation, to the extent that it becomes uncomfortable. Also, when you're breathing in, expand and flex your lungs as much as you can before it becomes uncomfortable. The only thing that we want is to inhale deeply, to stretch, to train these muscles, to train your lungs to be capable of breathing in as deeply as possible, which is greatly benefiting throughout meditation. It is also greatly beneficial in life in general, because a very key component in life is breathing, your breath, the inhale of oxygen and exhale of all the used up air. And also in society in general, we have this problem of properly breathing. Many people have shallow breaths, and you are basically limiting your body's capability of functioning, of being healthy, of being balanced. And also you're maybe creating a risk of becoming more acidic because you're not receiving enough oxygen in your system. So in order to remedy that, we will continue with breathing in more deeply. Breathing in through the nose and letting it all out through the mouth. Just continuing to breathe in and out. And we are not focusing on anything else. Just simply breathing in. Feel how you're breathing in through your nose. All the air is expanding your lungs. And then how all the air is leaving your system. And just simply observe yourself as you're breathing in and out. Simply observe yourself, of your body and mind becoming more relaxed, more chill. Your heart is starting to beat a bit slower because the agitation is starting to subside. It is starting to leave your system. Because with the simple power of your breaths, you're shifting the balance of your body. You're changing how your body functions, what you experience. You're changing your mood. You're changing your mental state. So continue to breathe in and let it out. Breathe in through your nose and let it all out. And now with more clear intent, if any tension arises in your body or in your mind, simply use your breath to clear it out, to let it all go. Breathe in peace and clarity. Breathe it in deeply and exhale all the tension. Breathe in peace and clarity. And let go all the tension. Let it all out. Let it all go. And as you continue to breathe in and out, enjoy and experience the peace and balance that is flowing through your entire being. Your body is becoming more relaxed. Your mind is becoming more clearer. Your emotional and mental state more stable. And know that you have the power whenever something, a tension, or tenseness or busyness arises in your body or mind, you have the power to release it, to let it go. You have the ability to transform it. And now as you're continuing to take deep breaths in and out, we ask the ego mind to step aside for the duration of this activity. We greatly value and appreciate the ego mind's perspective, for it is vital for the survival in this reality. But right now we ask the ego mind to step aside, to merely be the observer. For what is about to happen is of great benefit to all. Take another deep breath in and let it out. And now take all the busy thoughts, all the tasks and the things that you want to do for the day, may that be short term or long term, all the things that preoccupy your mind. Take them all and put them in a box or whatever type of container of your choosing. Put them aside, out of sight, out of reach. They will be always there later, but right now we don't need them. Because now we're moving forward into a beautiful, deep state of relaxation, to a beautiful state of clarity, purpose, transformation. Now, as we move forward, please continue to breathe in and out in a smooth and rhythmic pace, most comfortable for you. And as you do so, focus on the beat of your heart. With all your attention, with all your being, go there, be there. See and feel your heart, how it is beating. And if any tension may arise in your chest area, just simply use your breath to clear it. And if it does continue to still linger, which is perfectly all right, for the next part, we'll transmute the remnants of those tension. But know that this is a perfectly normal part and an effect that you're experiencing, because your body is letting you know that there is still something that you need to let go, or transform in order to step into the next phase. May that be an event that you've experienced today, a state of being that you've been going through or experienced for quite some time, or maybe certain challenges have arisen, have come back into your life, and it gives you fear maybe, or some types of tension in your body. But know that you're able to let it go, you're able to transform it, and it will not linger. In its own way and at its own pace, it will subside, it will flow out, it will be transmuted, and you are able to experience your higher vibrational self more and more. As you have said, trust in the process. And continue to breathe in and out as you're observing and being in your heart. And as you are in your heart center, visualize and feel a beautiful spark of fire. It is akin to a divine candle flame, which is made out of entirely of white iridescent light. And it is radiating all the colors of the rainbow. It is a part of your higher self, a fractal of the central sun. It is the part of you that is eternal, that moves from life to life. The power that gives you life force in this life. The source of light that animates your body, that keeps you alive and healthy and strong. You can find this divine light in all living things. This divine light is also within Mother Earth, also within your sun, and also at the core of all living things in the cosmos. And through this light, this candle flame, this eternal fire, you are all interconnected, and you are all connected to Source. And this little spark of fire is a key to source through which you can bring down the melodies of heaven, through which you can bring down the heavenly energies to transform your own life and to transform this world as well. And the more you anchor this state, the more you work with this divine part of you, the more you're able to anchor these divine energies in the physical. And as you're anchoring them in your physical self, you're making it part of the collective. You're also actively sharing with everyone who is connected to you in whatever shape or form. And know that also in this divine gathering, you're also activating each other, holding space for each other, amplifying the effect of this transmutation, making it more powerful, not just for you, the individual, for all of you, and also for the collective. For many of you are spread out through the world, and you're all sharing it with all your connections, with all your relations. May that be on the physical plane or also higher up. And as you continue to breathe in and out, we ask the eternal fire to come forth from the center of our heart, to expand, to grow, you may visualize it of expanding, growing, becoming like a torch. Maybe as your heart is in flames, engulfed in this beautiful white light fire, you can feel its warmth, you can feel the peace radiating from your heart. And know that the divine fire transmutes all density. Everything that is of lower nature, it is being transformed into fire. Now we ask the eternal fire to come forth from the center of our hearts and flow through all our being. To flow through all our veins, our nervous system, to flow through all our muscles, for our bones, joints, teeth, all our organs, all soft tissues, simply engulfing our entire being, not just the physical, but it may also expand around you. It's expanding into a field, flowing through all your energy centers, flowing through all the gateways of your body, flowing through all energy pathways, clearing everything, activating everything, bringing all into alignment. Now we ask the eternal fire to transform all density, fear, doubt, all misconceptions of ourselves, to transform everything that is of lower nature into the light of life. To transform everything that is holding us back into pure life force energy, so it may be used up in a positive and constructive way. And now we ask beloved Earth Mother and Heavenly Father to assist us in this transformation. From the center of your heart, shoot up a beam of light which goes out through your head up to the central sun, from where it comes back down again through your body, and it exits through the root down to Mother Earth's core and up again through your body up to the central sun, back down again, up and down, always through your body, piercing all your energy centers, creating this continuous perfect flow of energy between the central sun, between the core of Mother Earth, bringing the two together, bringing the divine feminine and divine masculine into one. You may visualize yourself becoming this pillar of fire, connecting heaven and earth, being a bridge between the spirit and material world. And you may see your heart center, which is also a beautiful ball of fire, being at the exact center of this pillar of fire. It is a smaller version of the central sun, a smaller version of the core or heart center of Mother Earth. You are at the center of your power, bridging eternity itself, bringing the divine feminine and masculine into balance, bringing the creational force of the universe together in one. Now you may use this force to transform your life, to bring change in a positive and constructive way, not just for yourself, but also your surroundings. That is why you are here. And now, once again, from the center of our hearts, we ask the eternal fire, guided by the Heavenly Father and Earth Mother, to transform all density, fear and doubt, all limiting belief systems, into the light of life, into source creative energy, activating us, healing us, making us stronger, not just physically, but energetically as well, breaking through all the barriers and blockages, opening the gateways of the temple in perfect balance and in a perfect pace for your journey. And now simply just visualize and experience this divine state of connectedness. Of being together, being this divine pillar of fire, connecting heaven and earth, and knowing that you always had and will have the ability to transform your reality, to transmute all density, to overcome all difficulties with ease and grace. For you have all the guidance and assistance always. You simply need to ask. And all the assistance and guidance will be there. And as you're breathing in and out, experience this divine state. With each breath, breathe in more of this divine fire deep into your every facet of your being. See how all the cells in your body are burning in the eternal fire. The water of your body is being crystallized. And as your waters are being crystallized, you're able to anchor more and more of your higher vibrational self in the physical reality. You're enabling yourself to embody more of your higher self in physical form. And know that this is a practice that you can do each day. Further assist yourself on your journey to become more self-empowered, to become more trusting, to be able to let go of all the things that you don't need in your life any longer. To let go of everything that is holding you back. With confidence, to trust the process of your life as it is unfolding. For all is in perfect flow. All is in alignment. And the more you bring yourself into alignment, the more you're able to hold that divine state, the more this will be reflected in your reality. The easier things will flow, the easier things will come to you. And just in general, you will create a much more enjoyable life experience for yourself. Because you are realigning yourself with your authentic self, with your divine self. And you are walking on your optimal life path. And now in this divine state, we ask Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Sandalphon, Metatron, Gabriel, and Azrael to guide and assist this transformation further. We visualize them as 7 pillars of light around your own pillar of fire. They may be also embodying the 7 spectrums of the rainbow. We ask them to assist us further in our transformation, not just now, but continuously as we move forward. Assist us in holding this divine frequency, not just now, but through our day-to-day lives. Even when difficulties may come, please guide and assist us. Please assist us in holding our heart-centered self, this divine light within our hearts, and to see and to function from this divine perspective as much as we can in our day-to-day lives. Now breathe in this knowing. And if you are ready, we are moving to the next phase of this transformation. Now in this sacred state, as you are this pillar of fire and having 7 archangels around you, we also call upon all the hierarchies of heaven, all our ancestors, all our connections, all our other incarnations, all our relations, however you want to phrase it, to create this sacred space, a spiritual court of equality, to bear witness to this transformation and healing. We're in this sacred place. We will move forward. And now we ask an aspect of ourself, a belief system, an event, a person, a place, or whatever that may be that you've been struggling with, a challenge that is reoccurring over and over again. May that be due to a belief system or maybe a past event. Regardless what that thing is that is holding you back right now, ask your higher self to make it clear to you, what are you working on right now? And that specific thing will be symbolized maybe by a specific person or a group of people, maybe an event, a book, a place, wherever it may be. But simply use a symbol for that specific energy that is holding you back. Bring forth that energy. Bring forth everything that right now you can let go in perfect alignment. And as it is becoming more clearer what that specific thing is or who it is, see them, feel them, to a certain extent, remember it. What did it feel like to be there or to experience that specific state? But at the same time, still remain to be the pillar of fire. You're not going anywhere. And in this sacred state, from the center of your heart, extend the eternal fire to that specific thing, that symbol. Extend the unconditional love of God. Extend forgiveness. Extend forgiveness to yourself and to all involved in that situation or condition. Love them as God loves you. Love them as Earth Mother loves you. By the two, bringing them into one, you are more fully able to extend the unconditional love of all that is. Dissolving all blockages. Dissolving all contracts. dissolving everything that was holding you back. Extend it by visualizing it as the eternal fire, flowing through it, flowing around it, dissolving it, dissolving your past self. Making it brighter, making it lighter. Now you can see that it is being transformed. The source creative energy, just as the blockages and dense energies were transformed within you, now you're extending this grace, this ability to the exterior. May that be another person, or whatever type of energy that may be. And as you're continuously expanding this divine love, everything that was holding you back, wherever that may be, in some cases you may also visualize it as your old self, is being transformed into source creative light, blending in with the eternal fire, moving on, flowing on in the river of light, going on its own way. We thank it, we bless it, we appreciate it for all it has offered. I thank you, I love you, I bless you. Peace. And as the old energies move on, going on their own journey, now you're ready to move forward on your path, setting a clear intent of who you want to be. Set a clear intent by visualizing, seeing, and feeling the ideal you. And as it starts to crystallize, feel it, be it. Step into his or her shoes and walk through their life. Experience their life through their perspective, through their being. Go to their home. See and feel what type of ideal home or life they have. What types of relationships does your ideal self have? What kind of peoples are in your life? Also visualize and feel, where do you work? What kind of livelihood do you have? What do you do on a day-to-day basis that brings you joy? What do you do on a day-to-day basis that is more reflective of your true authentic self, whatever that may be? Let your imagination arise. Let your creativity loose. See and feel, what does it look like? What does it feel like? When you're unleashing your true creative potential, when you're expressing yourself without holding back, without fear or judgment or expectations. Feel and experience, what do you do for fun in this ideal life? What are the places that you visit? And what new types of gifts come online? Now just simply breathe it in, anchor it in this current reality. Make it your own. Anchor it, feel it. And know that it is done. Now that you've experienced what your ideal self looks like, or your future self looks like, and is like, bring it all back in. Anchor it, realign it within yourself. You have the template, you have the codes, you have the blueprint, you have the game plan to move forward. And trust the process, for as it does this unfold, it may bring some twists and unexpected turns, of course. It may take you in unexpected directions, but just simply learn to trust the process. Always keep in focus where you want to be, who you want to be, and let life do its thing, basically. Now, take a deep breath in and let it out. And bring back all aspects of self in perfect alignment within yourself, in this physical reality, in your physical body. Bring back all aspects and parts of self, all fractured selves, all energies that you have left here and there, all the scattered energies, all the fractured energies. Bring back all your life force energy. Reintegrate back everything in perfect alignment. Bringing balance in your being. Bringing back all your gifts, remembrance, abilities, knowledge, however you want to call it. Anchoring more of your true authentic self. And know that it is done. Now you may start to breathe a bit more quickly. For you're starting to reawaken, to come back to full awareness. And as you're breathing, you're becoming more aware of your physical body. You can start to move your toes, feet, fingers, hands. You're very much aware of your physical body. And now you're also becoming very much aware of your physical surroundings. Or you're coming back from time and space to full awareness. And now you're very much aware of your physical reality. You're sitting in your room, office, car, wherever you may be. And now you're very much integrated, aware of your physical body, your surroundings. Now you're coming back up, becoming fully aware, fully present, and fully alert this now moment. Becoming fully present and fully alert in this now moment. Perfectly being able to continue your day. Perfectly able, if you want to, go to sleep. And now you're fully present, fully alert, and just had an awesome transformational experience. Ooh. So, welcome back, people of Earth. Okay. So if anyone has reawakened or didn't fall asleep, then you may enter in the chat, like, what have you experienced or seen? Yeah. So we had higher vibrations, or maybe you're still here. Hello, higher vibrations. Okay. So Carolina is here. Awesome. Thank you. That was brilliant. Thank you for joining. I hope most of you were able to stick around for the whole thing. Because now I think we did it almost for 15 minutes. So that's awesome. I usually don't meditate this long alone. Schismata, deep and strong energies of love penetrating into my body. Yes. Yeah, like, by the way, when you're doing these types of meditations or alignments, they're also having a very profound effect on the physical body as well. Like, if anyone is familiar or not familiar with the research of Masaru Emoto, I think, that Japanese scientist who was researching water and like how water behaves under the microscope when it is exposed to different types of emotions, words, frequencies, thoughts, or feelings. And it is super, I mean, you can physically see the water changing its structure when it is in the presence of something higher vibrational. Or, for example, when it is in the presence of maybe when you say, I hate you, or hatred, or I want to kill you, or something, that those words then like water transforms like into mud. Like that's kind of what you see in the microscope. But if you like expose it to, maybe you pray next to the water, or you give a blessing, or just extend love, then you can like see how the water crystallizes and like creates these beautiful snowflake geometric types of shapes under the microscope. And that's kind of pretty much what's happening in the body too. So in an ideal aligned state, like our body's water should be crystallized. Like that's what we're aiming for. And as I understand it, as we're moving forward on this timeline, like that will become more and more the norm, because like we will be more, it will be much easier to be in that state on a general basis than it was like years before. But since we're still in this in-between period, so if you fall back into having a muddy energy or something, like that's completely fine too. Like we're learning how to embody the new way of being while we're still in the old world, kind of, or at least with one foot. We're still in the old paradigms, but we're moving out of it sort of rapidly, although I think things are kind of accelerating as they always do. But we just have to be patient and just always think about when, like, I know like some people want things to happen now, like when is these huge things and revelations will occur, like when we'll be at the new earth and have this ideal society and this heavenly earth or something. And like it's a good thing that it's not here yet, because like we need to grow up for that. So we need a lot of work to do before we reach that state. Okay, so Jacaranda Marie. Oh, let's see. Ekaterina, okay. Is this a special new moon compared to the rest of the year? I don't think so. I just felt the need to like do a meditation on the new moon. So that's all. Maybe it is like there are always some type of crazy alignments happening. Recently, it has become the norm that every other week we have some crazy alignment that only happens other just a few hundred or maybe thousands of years. And now all these crazy things are happening right now. And we also have solar storms. And yeah, like the sun is constantly bombarding us with very high vibrational energies, like further acting as a catalyst in our growth. So yeah, many crazy things are happening energetically, and also that is reflected in the physical reality too. So, but doing more and more these realignment activities, maybe like meditating, doing something that you enjoy, like going out to nature, planting something, like gardening is a insanely good activity for grounding and just having a healthy emotional and mental state. Like it is incredible what the gardening can do. So I highly recommend that if you can do that. But yeah, like we always have to do this maintenance on ourselves in order to properly navigate what is happening right now. Because yeah, we have to take care of ourselves, because this is not going to be over in 2 weeks. Like we're in it for the long run. And if you're running a marathon, you should not burn yourself out in the first 10 minutes. And that's kind of what we're here to do too. So hold on in there. So let's see what Jacaranda Murray said. Saw the people childhood situation as a big black axe. Oh, sent love to it. It dissolved. Then felt more light come in. Tie a bow and anchor. Yes, regarding water, I am in the bath with crystals now. Wow, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, like water amplifies these types of energies. I think it also came from some kind of channeling that when people were like asking about like new healing modalities during my any channeling session, and it many times it came through that like we can create these types of, I wouldn't say like bathtubs, but some kind of container in which a person can like not submerge, I'm not sure. So basically you can put yourself in the water, at least your head should be out. Basically you can use that huge body of water as a type of resonance chamber to like amplify the healing energies that are being transmitted to the individual. And also with sound therapy and healing, like sound bowls are amazing. I really love them, but the only like downside to them is like they're like a single source that is like emanating it in like all directions. It is not like a something that you can like immerse yourself in completely, because it's coming from one spot and is being radiated from it. But if you like but if you work with water and you like introduce that frequency into the water, then the water will carry it. And like basically that person will be like completely like submerged and like bathed in that frequency, and not just like one part of their body. Because like if you do like a sound therapy with someone and they have like the sound bowl next to you, then this side of your body receives that frequency very strongly, and the farther it gets, the less you receive, basically. And like using water would solve that problem, because like water carries sound very well. So if anyone can do crystal bathtubs, you could try that out. Although I think you can do it with plastic too, because plastic is kind of neutral-ish, like energy-wise. Like it's not disruptive, but if you were to do like with some kind of heavy metal, I don't think it would be, it wouldn't work. At least my guys didn't recommend doing it with heavy metals. For example, if, I'm not sure in the US, but around here we have some kind of torn metal, our bathtubs are like made out of it, and like that's not ideal for creating that healthy resonance chamber, basically. Okay, so Mona, I thank you so much. Divine timing with this meditation for me. Awesome. Honestly, I plan to listen again as long I got a bit distracted by thoughts. So many, but the meditation was amazing. Thank you. Yes, like when I hit stop, then the replay will be available. So, and hopefully it will not disappear from YouTube. Although we have a much better track record of doing meditations on YouTube right now, like in past years, for some reason, whenever I did a group meditation, there was always some kind of technical problem and it got interrupted or disappeared. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but like it just didn't want it to stay on the internet. But now I can share these and it stays on the internet, so we are in luck. Yes, let's see, Donna. I felt deep ingrained self-guilt being released and being filled with amazing unconditional love. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Donna. Okay, yes. 111, new moon, new year, new earth. Yes. That is why I also wanted to do the meditation today, because it's awesome numerologically. It's the first month and the 11th of the first month, so awesome. Okay, so, oh, we still have something. Kismeta, thank you very much for creating this space and sharing this light. I felt much resonance in the group, as when you meditate, that we are all supporting each other. Yes, like that's the whole point of like doing meditation with other people. Like I think it's a way better if like we're together in a room or some kind of space, but still like we are interconnected. As during the meditation it came up that regardless where we are, by doing this together, like we are interconnected, and even if you're like watching the replay, the energy of it will still be there. So even if you're watching the replay, just simply imagine and feel that it is happening right now, and we're all together right now, and we're doing the meditation together. So let's see, Jacaranda Marie. Yes, the water and crystals work with each other in vibration. Thank you very much for this blessed and powerful meditation. Yes, awesome. I'm glad you were able to join us. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, for joining and doing this awesome meditation. Let's hope it stays on the internet and we can enjoy it further along. We will have our next live meeting next week. I don't know the date, but I will let you know. I will post it in the community section. I will also schedule the live events, so you will have a countdown too as well. So thank you very much for joining. Have an awesome week. Have an awesome new moon and new year as well. And see you in the